Hey folks, welcome to this new multiplayer Let's Play of Stellaris. I'm Peri.
And I'm Keb.
And we've decided to, as the postmortem will say, move on from the previous one to start and test, show off the new 1.72 Bradbury with, the multiplayer changes. So, the stability's been good for us, but, there are also some bug fixes, and there have been significant game changes since the 1.5 one we were playing. So many reasons to start anew.
Well, this is beta, so if something goes wrong, we know that could be the reason.
If something goes wrong and it hurts us, it's Wiz's fault. If something goes wrong and it helps us, it was a happy coincidence. So these are just a general. We'll discuss the races here in a second. Our galaxy, it's a large galaxy with 4 spiral arms, starting off with 14 empires, no advanced AIs, just because we don't need the Bradbury in this game. These numbers here are determined by die roll, so it's because that's just how I do things. And then everything else is pretty much straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
So then we've got regular DLCs attached. So we'll pop into the game now and discuss our species and our home worlds and yada yada.
Complain about how awful our starting positions are.
I've actually wondered what the worst possible starting solar system could be.
How about empty?
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. It's like just your home world, nothing else.
Yeah, I'm starting to look like something. Come on, wait for players. There we go.
There we go. So I'm playing the Langostra Foundation, and we're Irenic Monarchy. We are the Langostra. We are using the new little crayfish lobster thingy for the 1.7 patch. And this will, if you're not part of the beta, this will appear in the game eventually. We are materialist pacifists. We are fanatic pacifists. So odds of me fighting any offensive wars are very small. But if you've watched most of my games, the odds of me fighting an offensive war is very small. We, being lobsters, are from an ocean world because we're lobsters. We're industrious conservationists because we live in the ocean and we don't want the crap rolling back down onto us. We're quick learners because, again, we live in the ocean. We don't like staying conformed to anything, and we want to be left alone because, again, we're lobsters. So most of my explanations in this entire game will probably fall back to we're lobsters, and yet somehow we're in space. So I leave that explanation for greater minds than mine. So, Keb, your turn.
Yeah, I'm playing these space boxes again. This time I'm going to call it the Bark, with the Bark Blessed Confederation, basically BBC. We are fanatic spiritualist and egalitarian, with the idealistic foundation and beacon of liberty as civics. As for the species itself, we are conformists, we are communal, and we're slow breeders. That's about it.
They're conformists that take their time.
Yeah.
So without further ado,
time to complain about your home system.
I've actually got a reasonably nice one, so I'm not too worried about that.
I would wait until you actually scan things.
Well, yeah, there is that bit there. It's great until it sucks otherwise. I fully understand how that works.
We're going to go with that. Let's see. Oh my! I didn't think terraforming could even spawn as the first tech, but that's
not a bad one to get early.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, even though it's taking ages to research. That's a bit too cool.
Well, how long is it going to take to? Actually, it was really cool in my Shadow Atoms campaign that I'm running. I had the holy rebels that started early on, and had to fight them, and eventually I ended up wiping them out. And one of the techs I got off the debris from their ships was the particle lance. It's like I'm sitting there, I can't even build destroyers yet, and I have the particle lance sitting partially completed in my in my research queue. It sat there for a very long time. So I've got my initials.
Starting leader, charismatic, and home in the sky. Oh, okay, that's okay. that even possible for me?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, if you reform a government, can you change your civics? No, you can't. They're just disabled, don't they? Ah, okay.
There is ability to change civics later, though I don't know how. Yeah, you can change civics. I just clicked on reform government and clicked on one of my civics and it off it popped.
Oops.
Well, I then clicked cancel, so it changed it instead. I'm silly, but not stupid. Well, actually, I guess I can make the argument I'm a little both, but we all have our hobbies. Ready to unpause?
No,
or still,
no.
So
still
taking in the
everything.
universe?
Still taking in everything.
What do you want? Everything! Okay. I have no chance of pronouncing my ruler's name.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I do. It's Queen Pandolf Leaxidanica. I didn't,
Say that.
Yeah,
Danica. That words. Say that 10 times in a hurry.
Well, you have to actually say, you can't stutter when you're saying that. So as a lifelong stutterer, it's just the rules. Let's see.
And I should also mention, this is going to be the first time I deal with factions, so that's why I'm taking my time now. I'm just trying to look at the interface so I get some idea of what the heck that is going to be like.
It's a much more interesting interface once there are factions.
True enough, but still. That's true. Okay, and one last thing. I need to check the homeworld itself. And the governor, you are... that's good enough. Tile blocker, clear blocker. Yeah, good. Cost reduction for that. Do I want to start with... I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do that. There we go. Okay. Ready to unpause, I think.
We are so doomed.
Yes.
Doomed, I tell you, doomed.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that too.
What did you forget to do?
Send out the corvettes.
Ah, yes. Crown Princess Pandolf Lexid. Apparently the heir to my throne is named after the current person on the throne. That's gonna get awkward.
Construction complete.
3 down, 10 to go.
Oh yeah, I should probably switch their fleet stances to evasive as well.
Helps quite a bit on their survivability.
You don't say.
I thought I just did.
Ah, come on, go here, survey. It's been so long since I played with hyperspace travel. Ugh.
I love hyperlanes. They are so much fun to fight against.
Yeah.
Went to war with one recently, and they had some outer colonies with a bunch of construction ships and science ships and whatever, and we went to war, and they all retreated back towards their home system. Well, the problem is, along the jump lines with one of my systems that I'd taken with a frontier outpost, and I had a military outpost there with snares. So as every one of their civilian ships arrived, it appeared next to my military base and got blown away. I felt bad for all the scientists who contributed debris to my system.
Situation log updated.
5 items left, only 2 things found so far in my system. Very sad.
Let's see where that meets the aliens. Ugh. Oh, there. Okay. Right next to a Savannah World 2. Boo.
Oh, you've already met neighbors?
Looks like it. And being a hyperlink species, that's kind of bad.
That's among the reasons why I don't generally play hyperlink species.
Let's see, are they large enough to cover this jump point? No.
I generally prefer jump drives, but you don't get them at the beginning.
Yeah, that's probably going to be within his borders. Boo. Still, on the vague chance he doesn't actually contact me, let's try to get the planet.
It's worth the gamble.
He'll probably contact us the second we try to colonize it, if we got that far.
Oh, you're sending a colony ship?
No, are you crazy? I can't afford that yet.
Yeah, it's what confused me more than my normal levels of confusion.
Oh dear, where? Okay, that's fine. That's gonna kind of... Okay, never mind.
Construction complete.
I just found the automated dreadnought.
Well, nothing's coming in that direction. Going back to the single-player game I've been playing, was actually quite cool. There was this whole section of actually relatively wealthy systems that hadn't been colonized, because the major power that was adjacent to them was a hyperlane species, and in between those systems and the Empire were the crystal home worlds, or the crystal home stations, so they couldn't get past them to survey them and colonize them. So it's like, ooh, a little pocket that I can claim.
Wait, what the heck? Okay, The Guardians of Zanam. What the heck is that?
It sounds like a spin-off of a Marvel movie.
Some very angry aliens at the very
Situation
least.
log updated.
Run away from the darn dreadnought and run into the Guardians of Zanam, whatever the heck they are. But they kind of didn't like me being there.
Yeah, unfamiliar with who they are.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. He had a 4K fleet.
Ouch.
They're also
The 4K
hiding
fleet
behind the
is-
Guardian, and there's another Empire in the other direction too. Great.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't choose a pacifistic
You
species.
don't say.
Ooh, I found a planet with hallucinogen.
It's a small savannah world, but still. Oh well.
What's the worst that could happen?
I'd rather not say, because that will probably make it happen.
Yeah, that's actually, given our experience all these years, that's a very safe assumption.
Finally found some minerals. Unfortunately, they're on a planet I want to colonize, so I'm not sure I want to
Anomaly found.
build a station. 40% failure chance. Go for it. Nothing bad can possibly happen.
Oh, that's such a dead crew.
What is this?
System survey complete.
A ruined sentry array.
Ooh, that's incredibly nice to find.
It is unfortunately on the other side of one of the empires, so...
Yes, but I haven't seen a ruined one of those yet. Although I just found one.
Situation log updated.
There can't. Was it in a? Do you have the system name for that? Or was it? That ruined sentry array? Was that in system number 11?
Dang it. 1 second. Pop-ups. Yep, it was. Hello.
Well, then we're nearby each other. That's strange. I chose distributed. We
Research
shouldn't be sitting
complete.
next to each other like this.
System survey complete.
It's actually very disappointing. Actually, very disappointing.
And I just got blue lasers for free.
Incoming transmission.
Not a bad investment.
Sure, let's be friends, my friend. I'll kill you later.
Okay.
Situation log updated.
So many aliens. Okay, no point in serving that one then. So I guess we, yeah. Are you the ones right next to me then?
Updated.
I appear to be the Empire west of you. Yeah, west of you.
In star 34?
Actually, I'm in star 0.
Well then there's one guy between us, I think.
Yeah, I see 34 is just outside my range to the east.
It's kind of strange. Oh, there we go. I was wondering, well, why can't I see you then?
Situation
No, I think I
log
just found you.
updated.
I'm
Yeah,
still
star
disappointed
0.
I'm still disappointed at selecting a distributed starting like that for us. Put us right next to each other.
I don't think it distributes between players.
Well, no, it was starting player positions or whatever. Right? Anyways, I'll have to go back and look at it.
If you're really discontent about it, you can always restart.
You found my home system.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, I'm not discontented enough with it to restart. It's just... I'm just... I don't know.
Well, if it pleases you, that sentry array is closer to you than me, so you'll get it.
Well, it's not like I can fight you over it. I got rid of that option.
That, of course, also means you block the hyperlane out to the other arm.
Maybe.
Grumble.
Well, I can always offer you vassalization and you can always accept.
There we go.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice for you.
And there's the dude between us. He's gonna block my path anymore. Constitutional dictatorship. He is a xenophobe and fanatic authoritarian. Lovely.
Well, he's not going to like either of us.
Situation log updated.
The real question is, what hyperspace technology does he use?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Uh-oh.
Oh?
What did I encounter? Alien vessels.
Fleet destroyed.
Combat drones and an ancient destroyer.
Well, that sounds moderately painful.
I'll say the inner arm there is rather hostile.
It's sounding like we've just got a generally hostile galaxy so far.
Okay. How many? Okay, that's fine. Well, there's no real point scouting the area behind you, because I'm never gonna get there.
Yeah, I will present challenges for you getting there, yes.
System survey complete.
Let's see.
Conserving that planet, just on the wild chance we can actually secure it. And here, is this outside his space? It is outside his space, good. Where are you? There. Survey this star next. This is gonna be a bit interesting.
I'll say. I'll say that. And then I'll say this. And then I'll say both.
Oh, there we go.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Well, the game gave me 2 nearby enemies, and they also gave me free blue lasers. I think it's trying to tell me something.
You got to fight for your right to party?
Yeah. At least I'm not gonna eat them this time.
Well, yeah. I mean, it went straight to your thighs last time.
Okay, hello there. Onaban warriors, xenophobe and fanatic militarist. Yeah, they're gonna be good neighbors.
I can almost hear the face palming you make each time you meet a new friend.
And they also use the Darth Vader icon of the species.
Not a good sign.
And I found an alien toy factory.
Construction complete.
Well, that's a guarantee every game you play. I don't think we've played one yet where you haven't found a toy factory.
I like my toys.
Yeah, there's nothing good I could say at this point that won't get me slapped. Which is, in and of itself, quite the trick. let's see. Where do I want to put you? That's too good to pass up.
Did you set the timers today, by the way?
I'm watching it. We're just now actually at the at our regular mark. So,
Had to make sure.
oh hush. I mean, yes. Anyways, folks, as Kev points out, we reached a good break point here for our first endeavor into the Bradbury patch.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for watching, and Kev will be back to find more hostile neighbors next time.
Yeah, thank you for watching.